All right, what's up, everybody? We are LIVE live.
Uh,
Yeah, man. What's up, Chuck?
Not too bad. How about you, True?
Man, another day in paradise, man. Another day.
Yeah. How are things over in Florida?
We opening back up, baby. Ready to make some bread, apparently.
Yeah, they opened us up too, but I ain't going out just yet.
I hear you. What's up, Tim?
What's going on, fellas?
Damn.
Chuck, what's happening, brother?
Not too bad. How about you, man? Everything good on your end?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Hey, what's in that thermal, man?
Oh man, just a little goat juice.
Okay. Okay. I got you. All right, so we'll let it run for like 2 minutes and then we'll get started on it, man. Everybody got the agenda, right? The topic.
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
Yeah, I was telling Chuck that we trying to open up back here in Florida.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. They opening up. I'm still in the house, Doc, for a minute. So they do what they do.
Let's go out for groceries, and that's about it.
That's it, man.
Let's see here.
Chuck, you play ball?
Yeah, I mean, I used to. I haven't done it in a while.
Oh man, you probably could beat Jeremy though.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I mean,
The last time we played 1-on-1, I mean, he didn't win against me, so that's all I know.
Hey, Chuck, asked him, was I coming off an injury?
Chuck, I had a torn Achilles, man. Whatever injury he had pales in comparison.
Man, but I wasn't even supposed to be back out there yet, and I was wasting my jewels on this man. For real.
Well, look at it this way. Once we able to play again, maybe you could use the excuse of Corona. I had that Rona.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get started. Check out that beard. Big game. All right, y'all. So let's do like we always do. Talking about this last dance. We're getting close to the end.
Yep.
So man,
Yep.
what y'all feeling so far, man? What's your thoughts, man? We'll start with Chuck. Chuck, what you thinking about the way it's laying out and everything? Oh man, here we go. That man,
Chuck.
that man on that get out juice. Hey, man, hold on, let me get that key. Come on, bro. Hey man, you gotta get that connection fixed. Oh, and that's even worse, bro. Hey Tim, never mind, Chuck. You get that taken care of. Tim, we'll start with you, man.
That's cool.
Hey man, listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I thought last night's episodes were the best yet. Just from beginning to end, and all the different aspects of what they covered. I mean, they had the Kobe, they had the Dream Team, they had the Coup Coach. I mean, they had the Nike and the Jordan brand, like all of that wrapped up together. It was to me the best set of episodes they put out thus far.
So Wyatt?
What's good, everybody? How you doing?
What's up, bro? What's up?
Right.
I'm ready, man. Let's talk about it. I already heard you was talking about this the greatest episode so far, right?
Yeah. So basically, right now we're just going through talking about our thoughts about episode 5 and 6. So just what we think about it. So Wyatt, what was your thoughts on 5 and 6 episode?
I thought kind of like when I got in the chat. Yeah, it's definitely the best one I've seen. It's to me, it's the most relatable, obviously, because I love shoes. So kind of just like what Jordan went through with the shoes. You kind of talked about like the shoe deals and all types of good stuff. So I feel like it was, to me personally, the best episodes so far.
Yeah. What about you, Chuck?
Yeah, let me hurry up and get this out.
Your stream gonna freeze, bro.
No, I thought it was pretty good. You had a chance to see him go at it with Kobe, and he didn't disrespect Kobe at all. He's just like, this guy's a young guy. He's gonna go at it with us. He's gonna do a lot of one-on-one matchups with us, but he respected Kobe. I mean, I think he saw a lot of Kobe in him, because if you think about it, him and Kobe basically were identical, like young guns trying to go at it. And then, of course, going into playing with the Dream Team, and then his competition issues when it comes to gambling and anything else he's involved with. So I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. What's up, Shonda Wilson?
What's up, Sean?
So this is the thing. I feel like that I was excited about it. Like, I didn't even want to do any other live streams because I knew they was going to talk about Kobe, and I like to be attentive when they talk about my dog. So I felt like it was good. I wanted them to kind of elaborate a little bit more on the Kobe thing, but that's just because I'm a Kobe head. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I agree with that. Definitely.
Yeah, I thought they was going to just with him passing that they was going to focus on a little bit more. But I mean,
well, the director even said it himself on an interview with Jalen and Jacoby, that it was like pulling teeth with him, because he wouldn't just flat out say what he ended up saying towards the end.
Yeah, got you. So I mean, but all in all, dude, I feel like it was great. Kind of like what you guys are saying. They hit on everything. It was kind of like the first episode I seen where they gave us so much. It's like boom, 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 and it just like flowed. All the other episodes, I feel like they kind of bounced around, and it kind of like gave us this vibe, that vibe. I didn't know where they was gonna go with it, but this one, you know, it kind of like tied a lot of stuff together, and I'm kind of excited to see what they talk about on the other ones. I mean, we had our political aspect of it. We had the Dream Team. We had Kobe. We had all-star players. We seen a lot of players, man. Penny Hardaway, Horace Grant, like Gary Payton. Like, this episode was like, it took me
Tony
back to my
coach was about Tony. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, didn't know that, man. They went in on that guy, which we gonna talk about that. Yeah. That's how I be doing people down here. I be targeting people like that when I'm on that court. I target Tim a couple times.
Who won last time we played? That's all.
Oh my gosh, man. Hey, Wyatt, this dude played me when I came fresh off an injury. I wasn't even supposed to be playing, and he's like happy about it.
Hey, you can only go off your last performance, bro. Okay. If you were injured, you should have never been playing. Like, no,
thank you, Wyatt.
I got you. All right, I'll make sure to delete this footage, this conversation. I got you. All right, so let's talk about a couple of things, man. Let's talk about starting out. Let's talk about this, the Kobe part of the documentary. I kind of feel like seeing Jordan in the locker room saying he's about to go after Kobe, and like, you know, this young cat, like, I'm about to give it to him, stuff like that. And then you seen him, Grant, he'll say, I'm not going to end up on a poster, so I'm not going to go up there with him. It was kind of just like, it was kind of surreal to see that they kind of seen Kobe potential. And this is right around the time when Kobe was shooting air balls, bro. Like, he was just taking 40, 50 shots a night. Like, with the great team that he hadn't came into that player that he was. So it was kind of surreal to see him out there where Jordan was like, I want him. Like, this is the guy everybody's saying is supposed to be like me. Like, I want to guard him. So that was dope, man.
Yeah, Jordan was first he was acting like he didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Like, I seen that he was just like being real slick, like not even saying his name, and then like, yeah, man, it was crazy. Like, Jordan got his own section in the locker room. Like, dang, the boy came, asked for a ticket. He was like, "Can I get a ticket?" He gave me that one ticket. He's like, "Get out of here, bro! Like, get out of here." I'm like, "Damn."
Hey, Jordan ran everything, bro. Like, everything.
Yeah, we think LeBron runs stuff. Jordan, yeah.
Yep.
So Chuck, what you think about the Kobe part?
I loved it because it was one of the first times where Kobe gave like a lot of honest answers as far as how Jordan was a big brother to him. Like, heck, after the All-Star game, Jordan came to him and said, if you need anything, just let me know. And a lot of Kobe's game, like you said, you can attribute that all to Michael Jordan. And it just shows you that bond that both of them had, where they had that mentality to try to be the best that they could be. So I really enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then, you know, one of the biggest aspects from that is, and I think and no shade at LeBron. This definitely ain't about throwing shade at LeBron, but to hear Kobe say that, when somebody comes up to me and say, "Hey, you're gonna be better than MJ, or you MJ," he say, "I would not be me if it wasn't for MJ." I feel like Kobe was one of those cats where he knew where he came from. Dude, he mimicked his game after this cat. Did Kobe want to be known as the best and surpass Jordan? That's competitive nature. Of course he did. But I still think deep down in his brain, he was like, I'm never gonna pass this guy, but I'm gonna do my dangest best job to be as close as I can to him. So when people mention him, they mention me. So, hearing him say that, I'm just like, and I never seen that interview. Was that interview just for this documentary? Because I never seen that interview before. That was like my first time seeing that piece.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, it was just specifically for this. So man, that was like a.
I think they said they interviewed him the morning before the ESPYs. So was it last July?
Okay. So yeah, man, that was dope, man. That was dope. So all right, moving right along, man. Dream Team. It's a lot to talk about with this Dream Team. So do you guys think that Jordan was talking about Isaiah Thomas when he asked, "Is who gonna be playing on the team?" Do you think he was talking about Isaiah Thomas?
Didn't he say who was playing on the team? I don't think he said you. Like he asked,
who's gonna be playing? Like
I think it was a little bit of both. Not to cut you off, bro, but I think it was a little bit of both. I feel like he was trying to figure out if he wanted to play, depending on how, like, are there any other good players playing besides me? But he was definitely trying to figure out if Isaiah was playing, like, hands down.
Yeah. Would Isaiah have really messed everything up, being on a team, the camaraderie and stuff like that?
Absolutely. I mean, I think we all know that when it comes to sports, and let's just, I mean, we're talking about basketball, chemistry often outweighs the talent, right? I mean, we've seen that in some of your classic championships through the years. If you don't have the chemistry right, the talent doesn't really matter. I mean, look at the first year the Heatles got together and they lost to Dallas, or look at some of the Spurs teams and who they played in some of those finals. It's that chemistry versus the raw talent that's going to get the win. And I think Jordan was concerned with the chemistry, even from a personality standpoint. It doesn't just have to be on the court chemistry with how you move the ball, but it's a personality thing too. I mean, and we've seen that plenty of times, just even in pickup basketball.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, and they were talking with Magic about that too, and he even said it himself.
Shit. This guy, hey, this man drinking that get out juice, boy. He just don't. Hey, this thing freeze like crazy. I mean, he'll pop back in whenever he feels like it. That man on dial up, bro.
He's back.
My bad. But no, it was all about the chemistry. Like he just mentioned comparing him to John Stockton, and how in John Stockton you weren't going to have any conflicts with any of the players. They could just mesh together and not worry about any drama. Because just imagine, like, Jordan going to go after him, Scottie going to go after him, probably Larry Bird's going to go after him. Magic may go a certain way to a certain extent too.
No, yeah, and I definitely agree, man. The chemistry and everything would that definitely makes a big deal. Who was the starting point guard? Who was the point guard for the Dream Team?
It was Magic.
Magic.
Okay. So let's talk about that practice that they had, though. Hey, that's I wish I could have seen that practice, bro.
Oh man, that was wild.
They probably got the whole thing somewhere on YouTube, or most of it.
Man, I gotta Google that, bro, because man, I could imagine Jordan taking off on them, man. Dude,
absolutely.
like,
I mean, they started talking trash to that man. I mean, I think one thing that I kept kind of reoccurring theme of last night's episodes was that Jordan always needed something to kind of get him going, whether it was something real or something that he had to fabricate in his mind to get that inner competitiveness, them juices flowing. And in that practice, all it took was for what was it, Magic and Barkley, they started barking at him, and he was like, "Oh, okay, let's go."
Yeah, that man. just to turn it on like that, man. That's insane, bro. But so when we think about their dominance, like let's talk about Kukoc, man. Like Wyatt said, I didn't know that was a scenario. I didn't even know Cross had liked him like that. You feel me? I didn't know he was trying to, Scotty was getting his contract renewed and all that stuff. Was trying to get it figured out, and he was looking to try to bring in Kukoc. But dang, could you imagine being targeted and having to come back and play like that? I mean, he held his own that second game, but man, they dogged that man that first game. Like,
yep,
dogged him.
Point, man. They wanted to prove that. They wanted to prove that Krause was making a mistake. He didn't know what he was doing. It was all about the players. The players.
Look at the way Scotty plays D, bro. Can you think of anybody in the league right now that plays D like that? Anybody?
Nope.
Like I feel like I can't think of one person. Like, what about Kawhi?
I mean, that's what I was gonna say, but
yeah.
Close, but no. Scotty was all up in people on the defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, Kawhi is a good defender, but sometimes he's a little laid back. I mean, I think that's just kind of a sign of the times too. But Scotty was aggressive, and I think we talked about it on one of the last episodes where a couple people back then, it was Isaiah Thomas who said, "Hey, when that year that my MJ was out of the league, Scottie Pippen was the best player.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was your best defensive player. So, and Pippen was known for his defense. So, I mean, you have two of the top 3 defenders in the league on the same team."
Yeah, but I mean, I know all you guys play basketball, so we can relate to everything that's happened, and it's not like it's a shock. Like when we played basketball, when we played, organized basketball, if there's somebody new coming on, like, and they coming for my spot or getting more money, like we gonna go after them. I mean, that's just a lot of people seem surprised about that, but I mean, like if you play basketball, that's just how it is sometimes. So I do respect all the rest of the teammates. They're like, yeah, like they just let him chase Kukoc down. Like they just let him do it.
What's up, Alan?
This was crazy.
Yo, what's going on, yo?
What's good, bro?
Everybody, this is Alan. Keep pushing Keeks, man. He's another YouTuber, man. So this right up at the top. Hey, introduce yourself, man. Chuck, go ahead.
Hey, Chuck. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Tim, what's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
And you already know Wyatt. Everybody's favorite.
What's going on, my bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Still, I'm great, man. Can't complain.
Good.
So yeah, man, we talking about the Dream Team Tony Kukoc era right now, man. Just getting our 2 cents on it, man. So I've already asked everybody else, man. So Alan, what do you think about the documentary so far?
I love it, man. It's giving a spin on, everybody pretty much thought they knew, you know what I'm saying, what happened back then, but it's proven that, we don't know nothing.
Yeah.
It goes deeper than what the surface is, and yeah, it's dope so far. I'm loving it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, man. Definitely agree with that. So yeah, man. So when we talk about this Dream Team, I know we've always, it's over the years we've been making comparisons to how they match up with other Olympic teams that have happened. Do you guys really see any other Olympic team like giving them any type of problems, or do you guys think that's just their dominance would just kill it?
I think they would. I think they would have a little bit of more of a challenge with, say, the 2008 or 2012 Olympic team, but I think they would still win.
I agree. Yeah. Maybe if they assembled some type of team within the last year or two that was all the top guys, possibly. But the times are different, man. Like they were just so much tougher, man. They can't. I don't think they can take that nowadays because they're just not built for it. They they want to play defense a little far back, kind of like we were saying before. But
yeah, bro, I was thinking the same thing, man. They back then they was just built different, imagine greatest point guard right now, you know what I'm saying? What, before the injury, Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, people like that. Imagine them trying to check Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening,
No.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I don't think.
I took a look real quick at the 2012 team, and I mean, from the roster, it would have been a good game. I mean, you had KD, Bron, Westbrook, Iguodala, Kobe, Harden, CP3, AD, and Carmelo, with Tyson Chandler too. So, I mean, I think it definitely would have been a good game. I think some of these guys by name were a little premature to their prime at this time.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're talking about 2012 at that moment versus the Dream Team at their moment, the Dream Team still wins it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I agree. So since we all like shoes. I mean, some of us more than others on this stream tonight. But another reason why I love episode 5 and 6 was because they really talked about the shoe game and how MJ how this man elevated sneakers, especially in the urban culture. Like, he took it from Converse to Nike. You know what I'm saying? So let's kind of speak on the sneaker game, man. Like, because right nowadays, hey, you got people that don't even know who Jordan is, don't like Jordan, don't like his game. They'll pay $250 $300 for his shoes. You feel what I'm saying? So he made the comment last night that everything is because of what he did on the basketball court, which I 100% agree with that. But do you guys kind of still feel that same way about his shoes, or is it just like it's just hype? The reason why people buy them now.
I feel like it's back in. It could be either or. Like, I feel like a lot of people that know the heritage of Jordan and like watch Jordan as a player, they have that nostalgia as far as like the shoes. Like, hey man, he wore these, I want to get these. But there are those, like the Travis Scotts that are releasing like their type of Jordans, like that probably don't know any. Those people that are buying those, like most of those kids maybe not even understand, who Jordan is and all that type of stuff. So I feel like it's kind of like 50-50 depending on the person.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I agree with that too. It depends on the person. Like, look at some of the younger players in the league, like Trey Young's like, oh, Kobe's the greatest, and then he's looking at footage like, oh wait, I changed my mind. It's Michael. So I think it's just, like you said, it's just a mix.
Yeah, it was dope to see him, throwing some Jordan 1s, 84 Jordan 1s to play. Like, I remembered that, but seeing it again was like surreal, because I'm like, man, that shoe is like such an iconic, historic shoe. And later on in his career, last time at Madison Square Garden, he did his thing in that shoe again. Granted, he said it hurt, which out of Jordan 1s I got, I've never played ball in a Jordan 1. Like, I don't even know if they really hurt your feet or not to ball in them, because I've never played them.
Try it next Tuesday.
Nah, I'm good.
Coming up.
I'm good. I'm gonna stick with my Kobe's to hoop in, bro. I like the low tops.
Now, I like how they featured the shoes. I'm not as into it as you guys, Wyatt and Alan, Jeremy. But I definitely cop some J's from time to time. I dibble and dabble in there. But what I did like about it is, I do think the shoes are definitely hype. Basically because of the culture, right? It's kind of driven a lot of the sales. But what's interesting to me was how he got in with Nike really at a almost grassroots type of level, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna take an unpopular opinion here, but watch this. I know we've heard about the Triple B and the Ball Boy thing, right? And I think what they were trying to do, had they done it the right way and had Lonzo been the right player for it, it could have actually gained some traction, right? They were trying to start a new company and build their way up, but they need the right player with the right talent to be able to do that. So if Lonzo would have really panned out to be, let's say, a superstar in the league right now, right? Let's say top 3 player in the league, and he's got highlights out of the yin yang, then Triple B, had the business structure been right, would have been a lot better off than what it is now, right? There, people would have been paying $250 for a pair of his shoes, but he wasn't that type of player. So when you had somebody like Jordan and the talent level that he had at the time, going grassroots, it took off and it's paid dividends. I mean, and he doesn't have to promote his shoes the way some other people do. I mean, y'all know about it before, I think y'all know about it before the apps know about it, before sneakers know about it and all that kind of stuff. And Jeremy gets the shoes like nobody's business.
Yep. Definitely.
Yes. So shout out to Tops for the $4.99 dono. Hey, man, I got to get Tops on here, man. Hey,
Facts.
Tops, hit me up, man. Hit me up, bro. So,
but yeah, I didn't
man.
know. One thing I didn't know it started that early, like for Nike. Like I had no idea. Like I was born at '88, so I didn't know Jordan was like pretty much the pioneer for Nike, which is crazy. Like I just never even thought about that, which was pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, I've been heavy up in the shoes for a while, but maybe I just missed it or didn't. My Google wasn't on point. I didn't know he preferred Adidas over Nike. I wasn't aware of that, and I've been buying them for years, bro. I got hella Jordans, and I didn't know that. Like,
Yep.
So it's just like, I'm finding out stuff that I didn't know that I'm gonna say on my YouTube, hoping that nobody else watched the documentary and they're gonna think I know what I'm talking about. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'll tell you what's even crazier. Like I found out that from the director that he was also considering O.J. Simpson's sports line.
Mm.
But they offered the same amount of money as Nike, but they couldn't offer the same marketing that Nike could. So that's why he switched to Nike. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Imagine if we had Air Adidas.
Yeah. And then to even think about how quick, from a business aspect, look at how quick Nike was able to adapt and change from a running shoe to a performance basketball shoe. Adidas was scared. They were like, you know what, from a business aesthetic aspect, they couldn't do it. It seems like they wanted to take on Jordan, but they were just like, you know what, we can't do this. And that's crazy, man. To even think that he could have been with Adidas. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that would have worked out. I mean, would his shoes been still, would they still be what they are today if he would have been with Adidas? I don't know about that one.
I think they would have had to be though, because like that was Michael Jordan was what the media focused on.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan like is personified as like this big hero. You know what I'm saying, to the basketball like world and everything like that. So whatever company he went with, that was their. Michael Jordan was the goose that laid the golden egg for whatever shoe company he would have signed to.
Yeah. Facts on that, boy. Yeah, he did that.
Definitely.
All right, so talked about the shoes, marketing, campaigning, and all that stuff. So I mean, I'm watching him last night, and I'm an old head, you know what I'm saying? And I remember watching Michael Jackson and how people would just like surround this guy like he was just like God. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I see that with Jordan. One of my boys hit me up yesterday and he was like, "Oh, LeBron get that same love." How y'all feel about that? I don't feel like that, like we see that anymore from like, I mean, I feel like it's so many, I don't know, out of the players in the league, I feel like LeBron is the most, popular one or whatever, but even in jersey sales, sometimes his jersey sales are not the number one jersey. So what do you guys think?
Again, I feel like it's a different time with social media. LeBron's one of like the head social media, athletes in the world. He's always on social media. He's pretty much open his whole life, everything about his kids and his family. So like when he steps out, he does get a lot of attention, not as much as MJ, because MJ there wasn't the internet really back then. So when he stepped out, all the media people were pretty much waiting for him and all the fans were waiting. So like when you go to basketball games, like, nobody's lined up waiting for them to pull up or leave the building. Like they go to the game and then they leave. Like they don't wait around for players to come outside. So it's a whole different era, so I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you had the opportunity to see Michael Jordan walking down the street, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna line up for that, like he said back then, like social media, like I can go on my phone now and I can see LeBron whenever I want to,
Yep.
people took that opportunity to see Michael like as like a one in a lifetime type of thing. So I'm gonna stand right here until he walk out and decide to get in this bus.
Yeah, I kind of treat it like music. Like music now, like if you want music, you can go right on your phone and get music. Like with MJ, like back in the day, you had to go out and get the CD. Like that's MJ. You had to go back out. You had to go out and see MJ. So I kind of compare it to like music nowadays also. So like it's a little different, you know?
Yeah.
I just think the star power is just different. It's just being honest. I mean, I know we can attribute some of it to social media and all that kind of thing, but I feel like if you got a basketball gym right now full of fans and MJ and LeBron walking at the same time, you're going to have more people flocking to MJ than you are LeBron. I mean, it's a star power thing, and he's just a bigger star, you know, a bigger star in of athletics than LeBron is when you're comparing them head to head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think social media played a big role in LeBron having just more followers, more people looking at him right now. Jordan was getting this without cell phones. The internet was brand new still. So just imagine if Jordan was as popular in 96 to 98 compared to now, what he would have to go through. It'd probably be a lot more than what LeBron has to deal with.
Yeah.
Does Michael Jordan even have like an Instagram account? Like the Michael Jordan?
Nope.
Yeah,
No
right.
Twitter,
So
no nothing.
Don't need
yeah.
to.
So I think it's just totally different, you know. Like even Michael Jordan is living back then, you know.
His brand lives for itself.
Exactly.
All right, so the part that stood out to me was the Harvey Gantt, which I didn't realize that Jordan didn't back up, and you know he made the comment about Republicans buy shoes too or whatever he said. You know, I didn't realize that he took a little flack for that. That wasn't one of the things that was on my radar, because you know all I seen was the Like Mike commercials and stuff like that. I didn't care about the politics and stuff like and all that great stuff. But it seems like now, kind of like what Wyatt was saying, everybody is on social media. So, you know, when that stuff happened with the Clippers, which I seen that commercial yesterday, and I'm like, I can't wait to see that documentary too. But when that stuff happened with the Clippers, everything went viral. Everybody had something to say. And it was like, boom, boom. And it's like LeBron is the face of everything. And they talked about Muhammad Ali, but I respect what Jordan said when he was like, I'm a ball player. You know, some people don't like that. I came to play ball. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play ball. That's it. So, how do you guys feel about him making that statement? Hey, what's up, Tops?
What's good?
Top.
What's good, y'all?
What's good,
up,
bro?
Top?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, we talking about this documentary, man.
I'm loving the energy you guys are coming with. You know, first of all, I want to say what's good to everybody in the panel.
What's up?
Good, bro.
Good, bro.
I actually I just want to get a little bit off topic. I want to go back towards when you guys were talking about the horror deal of him being like with first going with Adidas instead of Nike. He really wanted to go with Adidas and stuff because he really liked that brand. To me, in my opinion, him not going to Adidas was the best decision ever, because I don't think the sneakers would have done what they were doing in Nike. The way that Nike can pull strings, you know, with the technology of the runners and everything else, I think Adidas would have never accomplished what Nike accomplished with Jordan. The fact that after he broke his foot, and I think like the Jordan 2 came around, they gave him more thick outsole. You know, Jordan's like, man, I'm not feeling it. I think I'm gonna bounce. And Nike was like, yo, we got to do something ASAP. And here comes Tinker and designs the Jordan 3. And guess what? The shoe that basically made the day, the Air Max unit.
Yeah.
So, you know, like when you look at stuff like that, I don't think Adidas will ever accomplish something like that with Jordan brand. You know what I mean? Like or with Nike, like what Nike did with Jordan. The fact that they let him do they let him call his first shoe the Air Jordan. You know what I mean? The Nike Air Jordan. Like, you're a rookie, dude. Like, what?
Right.
You know, so that was shocking to me. You know, you look at your back display back there and you see all those Jordan 1s. Obviously, that silhouette means something to you. You know what I mean? Like, to me, the Jordan 11, the Jordan 6, the Jordan 4, I see like history. I see accomplishment with that sneaker. You know what I mean? But yeah, that I wanted to touch base on that. In the sense of him going to, I'm glad he stuck with Nike. Thank you, Lord.
So you feel like that so basically you feel like no matter what, the shoe was gonna sell because it was Jordan. But as far as like the performance and the evolution of the actual sneaker, you don't feel like Adidas could have, executed as well as Nike.
No, not really. I think eventually at one point he would have left. He would have left the brand. You know what I mean? I think because I don't think they would have met his standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like their rollout was like they know what I'm saying, when they knew what they were going to accomplish, they had everything planned. Like the commercials were on point. They knew the right people to get, the right people to design the shoes. Like everything was like super, super on point. So I agree with Tops on that.
They did show in that part when they were talking about that. They did show the agent or the scouting or the scout or whatever who was. They normally recruit like tennis players and stuff like that, and they bring them to like Gatorade, Nike, to all these big companies, right?
Yeah.
So they looked at Nike in the sense of like, man, these people are advanced in the technology of creating a sneaker for running. What if they were to create their first basketball shoe, and that's where Jordan came into play? So when you look at like Converse, because everybody was rocking Converse, you saw the commercial they had with the Converse sneakers, that one silhouette for 8 different basketball players.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, this guy's different. We're giving Jordan his own shoe, and we'll go on from there. And I shout out Nike for doing that. And in today's world, Nike is killing the game with the self-lacing shoes. The Air Max technology. Look at the Vapor Air Max. You know what I mean? That's why I've always been like a Nike fan of the Nikes. I like the Adidas Boost. The Yeezy Boost. All that is very comfortable. But I think let's put it like this. Look at the Nike Presto Reacts. Mm-hmm. Look at that shoe. The comfortability of that shoe. And look at the price point. You get what I'm saying? You're paying $120 for a React shoe, and then you go to you will get a Boost shoe, and you're paying like what, like 160, yeah. 180 for a Boost sneaker. The comfort is there, man. That React is there. It's like I put it to the test where I'm like, holy crap. There's the comfort. They both are kind of like even, but man, look at the price of this one versus the price of this one. So that's why I've never been a big fan of like of the Yeezys. I just recently started getting into it because the people who support the channel be like, yo, give it a try, this, that, and the third. And I did. And when I look at Adidas or the Yeezy lineup, I feel like right now we're being super finessed, but the brand is basically finessing us the best is Nike and Jordan brand.
Yeah.
Look how many Jordan 1s colorways you have in the back. Yeah. And we keep buying them.
Dude, they could give me the same blue one that dropped last week and throw a little bit of pink on it. I'm buying it. And then the next week they could throw a little bit of yellow in the same spot of the pink. I'm gonna buy that one too.
and Adidas is doing the same thing too. But like I look at the Yeezy Boost or the Yeezys as a flip sneaker for me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, this is a flip sneaker. And I look at the Nike side, like, yeah, this is what I keep. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because there is a I don't know. It's just the Yeezy Adidas doesn't give me that nostalgia. Now, if Nike goes ahead and drops the Yeezy 1s, the Nike Yeezy 1s or the Nike Yeezy 2s, then we're seeing the nostalgia there, the OG feel.
Well, they saying retro. They saying they might, but I ain't gonna hold my breath on that one. So we'll see. But hey, so. I mean, of course, Top's gonna give us the specific dates and time for the Jordans, as y'all can tell. what warehouse they were manufacturing in, what person was stitching the shoe. Like this man know everything about them, man. You know
not that
everything.
much.
But,
I just look up the shoe that's coming out, and if it interests me, I just try to look at the information, just like anybody else would, you know.
Yeah. So let's get back on the documentary. So when we talk about the Jordan saying he's a ball player, he's not about the politics and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on that? I know Tim been waiting to talk about this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely think that you know, there's a place for social activism and for you know, being political or giving funds to, you know, political campaigns and things of that nature. And I think what I really liked about what Jordan said is that, hey, I'm a ball player and you can't hold me to your expectations of what you think I should do with my money and my influence, right? And so I think the best thing that he also said last night was when I think it was his mom or somebody said, hey, you know, are you gonna back Henry's campaign? And he said, well, I don't know him. I don't know him. So why would I attach my name, my brand, my funding behind someone I don't know? Because I think we've all seen where someone of a celebrity status has done that, not knowing the person, and it's backfired on them. So what if he gives to the Gantt campaign and then Gantt comes out as some sexual predator or something along that line, and now his brand, the Jordan brand, is associated with that? I think that was A1 what he said, and I think what we can take away from that is that, yes, had Jordan done more social activism and spoke out more about issues of race and things of that nature, would that have helped his brand? Yes. But does it hurt his brand? Not really. You know what I mean? Because when people compare, people say all the time, oh, well, LeBron is a great social activist. He's doing this. He's giving money there. He's built this school and allowing all these kids to go to college and get scholarships. And that is great. I love it. And I love LeBron for that. But when you talk about people, that will always be ball players. That will always be the secondary argument. First is what they did on the court, how many championships they won, all that. And then what they did off the court. And what they did on the court is always going to weigh heavier than what they did off the court.
Thanks.
I agree with that. Definitely, you know, you look at, like, to me, like, let's put, like, how you put it, LeBron started talking about the whole thing with Donald Trump, you know, and then Donald Trump said, shut up and, you know, dribble the ball, whatever he said about him. I felt like LeBron James should have never said something about politics, because I felt like that hurt him in the sense of when it comes to with like sneaker releases and stuff like that, because his sneakers did really good up to one point. You know what I mean? And I felt like that could have been one of the reasons why people don't cop his shoes and stuff like that, because he gets too much into the politics. Oh, I'm trying to save the world, this, that, you know. And what Jordan did, Jordan kept a lot of stuff to himself. We're just finding out a lot of things about Jordan and the Bulls and the whole organization now. What? When did he retire? Like 30 years ago?
Yeah, and none of it changes anything right now. Like, because
exactly,
it changes nothing.
As a matter of fact, you look at the prices of a Chicago 1, all the sizes over 1,000. So it's like, yo, are these unions or off whites? You know, and you know, I'm editing my video for because I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. And it's like I'm just glad that the OG colorway, the shoe they actually made that off white popping, you know what I mean, is actually up there in price. To me, like, you look at like politics and all that stuff, and I think a basketball player like myself, like a brand, or like everybody else up here, I think politics should kind of stay away from us unless that's what we do, is politics. You know, you look at Muhammad Ali, like, you know what he did. He got bashed for that, you know, talking about the Black Panthers and this and that, you know, back in the days, that hurt his brand. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't like him because of that.
Yeah, but but with Muhammad Ali though, the thing with him is that he made a point to understand that this is what his movement was about. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, his brand and stuff like that wasn't like MJ. He didn't too much care about it. He had reached the point where he was like, you know what, this means more to me than this. So he went hard at it. Salute and respecting him for that. But for Jordan,
yeah,
I feel like where Jordan was in his career and what he was doing and how he had so many people looking up to him as a role model. You seen at the end, he was like, I'm done. I'm ready for this to be over with. Like, you know, they was doing a little commercial where, you know, he kept saying, you don't want to be a week in Michael Jordan shoes or whatever. And I'm like, dude, it's got to be stressful. So I think he understood, like, you know what, keep everything under the rug, keep it behind closed doors. You know what? And to this day, still, I don't want to be on social media. I don't want no Twitter. I don't want no IG. I don't want any of that. And he's made it work. So I feel like his framework for being the greatest basketball player and also how to handle everything within it should be what people do. But man, you got people like KD, this man making burner accounts. Like, I'm just like, dude, man, like it just don't make no sense.
Yeah.
It goes to show you that, like I said, comparing to Jordan to today's athletes, he wanted to stay away from the media as much as he could. Like, he's just like, if it ain't about ball, he don't want to really talk about it.
Facts. Yeah. And I think that should be, I don't know, I just felt like that should be for every basketball player because you got to use him as an example. Look at Kobe Bryant. You get what I'm saying?
You gotta understand that's not for everybody though.
But Kobe Bryant kind of played that role, if you think about it.
I think every athlete, so everybody has their own take on what they feel their purpose is in this world, right? Michael Jordan came into the league for one reason and one reason only, and that was to compete and prove that he is the best that's ever going to do it. And you know what I'm saying? Even if you think you're good, Mike is going to show you that you're not that good.
Yep.
With LeBron, you know, LeBron, and this is nothing to knock against LeBron. LeBron feels that he is you know, he owes the world or he owes, you know, people more than just the game of basketball. That's why he's, you know, pushing that slogan, more than an athlete, you know. So Michael Jordan, he was all about the game all the time. He didn't care about politics. You know, no, I don't want to put my name behind somebody because I don't know them. You know, I don't want to support somebody, and really, I don't really care.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. I want to support this. He was going back and forth about Nike. You know, he's like, I don't know. I just want to play ball. You know, that's what he wants to do. And you know, if it was me in that situation, whether it's, you know, I don't know, support some politician and things like that, or, you know, protect my bag and you know, make life better for my family, I'm choosing my family every day, all day. And that's me. That's my outlook.
Amen.
Hey, Jeremy, there's a panel question out there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through some of these. So it says, so Catching Keeks. What's up, Catching Keeks? Another YouTuber. I agree with Tops. I would flip Yeezys and keep the Nike Jordans. Absolutely. Right. Yeezys got to go to get some J's. Greg, absolutely. That's why the MJ shoe is so popular. Colorway tricks and the eyes, you don't get same product quality.
Really?
What's up, the Lowdown Show? MJ was about that money, just like the Reebok logo issue. If you speak up, it's going to affect the bag. That was classic, man. Yep. Hey, that was draping that flag over it. That was classic.
You put that flag over. That was smart.
Yeah. Do you speak up or preserve your bag? Do you speak up or preserve your bag?
I'll preserve it. Preserve it. You know, because there's one thing, like, you know, all right, let's put it for an example. Look at Scottie Pippen. All right. You look at Scottie Pippen as, bro, you were a dope basketball player, and you look at how much he was getting paid, and you're like, really? Like, I thought you were up there in pay wise. And you know, you could tell he was about the sport, the love of the game, the fact that everything kind of stayed in the locker room, in the sense of him, like, you know, arguing with the scout recruiter and, you know, not doing anything for him. And he felt like, you know, he was doing everything in his part to win. You know what I mean? And he felt like he wasn't like compromised for it. When it came to like deals with like Nikes and stuff like that, like you saw, I believe on the recap, not a recap, but they were showing like for I guess for episode 8 and 9, or was it 8 and 9 or 7 and 8?
Mm-hmm.
For episode 7 and 8, they show him that Jordan leaves Chicago after his dad passes, and they're asking him to come back, and you see him rocking a Jordan 10. You know,
Yeah.
So you know, you look at Scottie Pippen, and I don't know. I always looked up to Scottie Pippen when I saw Jordan and Scottie Pippen playing together, passing the ball back and forth without making a dribble. Like I was like, oh, it's on. You know, as a kid, you know. So like I look at Scottie Pippen like as one of the like a lower grade version of Michael Jordan. I hate to put him like that because he's a really good player, but he was like right there with Jordan. You know, like it was Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and then came someone else from somewhere else. You know. So you look at players like him, they were low key, man. Like to me, they were low key. Man, I think I even at one point they even thought that Scottie Pippen was gay or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I always like that low key being low key. You know,
I don't know. Hey, I hope they don't put that in the documentary.
I hope so. I hope not either.
Hey,
but
so,
you know, it's just a rumor.
So Chuck, so Chuck, are you preserving the bag or are you speaking out, man?
I would probably be in the middle. It just
boy, I thought your mic is stuck again. I was about to say, boy, what's going on?
No, I'll probably be in the middle. I think it just depends on where I stand on a particular subject. Like if it was like Christianity, I would speak up definitely. But if it was something that social politics, it just depends. I probably wouldn't say anything in public. I'd probably take the Jordan approach. Wouldn't say anything in public, but maybe support the person in the background.
Yeah. I'm kind of along the same thing. Like I feel like you got to take care of yourself, and to me, it's always other ways to show support without having to be vocal. You know, sometimes less is more. You know, and a lot of times we get off in our feelings, and a lot of times when we start being vocal, that's when we start saying dumb stuff. And instead of supporting someone, we end up hurting someone. So less is more for me. That's a good model to live by. So I just feel like it's always strategic ways on how to show support and how to speak out without actually speaking out. So, I mean, that was deep right there, if I may say so myself. But I mean,
I think it kind of depends. You know what I mean? Like, I think it depends on the issue. And so if you're talking about, like you said, Chuck, if you're talking about Christianity or your religion, yeah, absolutely. I feel like, you know, whatever your religion is, you should speak up. You speak up for that. I also think that there is a bit of a responsibility to those celebrities that have certain followings to speak up on certain issues, right? So if you know for a fact that, let's say, for instance, our country is not led by the right leader, well, then speak up to those constituents that you know are your fans, a part of your demographic that don't vote. Yeah, you need to speak up, and you need to get those people to go vote in order to make some real changes. Now, is that detrimental to your bag? I think it's a double-edged sword, right? Because for some people, yeah, it could be perceived as detrimental, and then for some people, that actually could make your bag grow. You know what I mean? Because now, not only are you getting your endorsement bags, but now you're getting, because you spoke up about an issue, now those activists, for whatever that issue is, want to have you come on and be an advocate for something that they're trying to get across. And they're going to pay you, adding to your bag for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple of people out there that decided to do it. You never know until you do it. So it's personal preference. It's really situational. It depends on. And then on top of that, some of these people bags are big anyway. I mean, so it really don't hurt them to say much. You feel me? Like, I mean, LeBron can say whatever he wants to. It really, I don't think his bag is going to be impacted that much. You know, catching Keeks one. I feel that any athlete or celebrity should stay away from the media. I mean, it seems like that's like the common norm amongst people. It's a double standard in society. Brady came out and said Trump was a good friend, and it was no backlash. I mean, we can get off into that, but I ain't feeling like messing with that, man.
Yeah, I feel
you know. Tom Brady in Tampa now, so I gotta, that's been my dog since day one. So I'm waiting for the Bucks to step up. And,
I can't wait for the Bucks season, man. I feel like they could do something, man. Tom Brady's a lucky charm, man.
Hey, Tops, you supposed to be over here in Tampa too soon, right?
Orlando.
Okay. Hey, that's close enough. That's right around the corner. Hey, we got catch a Bucks game, man.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, but yeah, man. So I mean, I'm looking forward to the next two episodes or whatever. We've been waiting for these shock drops to happen. I think we got spoiled on the first one. I don't think much is gonna happen until the last episode when it comes to these sneakers. But
either way, keep your eyes open because you never know. I think, in my opinion, how can I put this without saying like, well, he said, because we do get in front of a camera and talk our stuff. But okay, so I think the last episode, which is 9 and 10, right? I think in that last episode, we're gonna get the Flint 13s or whatever's coming before. So we could get the Flint 13s on the last from 9 and 10 because we got 8 and 9. Let me see the calendar. We got 8 and 9. So we got 7 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 next weekend, which will be Sunday the 14th. Am I correct? No, Sunday the 7th. And then Sunday the 14th, we got the last 2 episodes. So if we look here at the release calendars,
Sunday the 10th.
Sunday the 10th, Mother's Day. Hey man, Tops, you better get Mother's Day right, man. You can't be
no, hold up. Sorry, my bad. I'm looking at the wrong month. We're in May, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Sunday was the 3rd. Okay, the 10th, we got episode 7 and 8, and then the 17th we get episode 9 and 10. So if we look at the release calendar for those, the 13s drop on the 30th of May. So there's a possibility we could get that early shock drop a week before the shoe drop. So it makes sense. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I see that happen. Hey, I got a question for y'all. Now, I mean, it's off of Jordan and stuff like that, but me and Tim was talking about this one day. So, Penny Hardaway. If Penny Hardaway never wouldn't have got hurt, do y'all think he would have had a better career than Kobe Bryant?
No. Oh yeah. No. I yes and no. Yes and no, because those are two different kind of players now. Even though they kind of play similar, like somewhat like each other. Penny to me as a kid, like when I was a kid, I used to watch him more for the I think more for like his I don't know, his passing game was pretty good, and his shooting game was also pretty good too. And he was a very good defensive player. I don't know. Kobe had that mama mentality, but also too as well he had that MJ mentality, and he said it on that interview. If it wasn't for Jordan, I would not win 5 championships.
Because if you think, okay, because Penny had Shaq too. Penny had a very good team.
So did Kobe.
So did Kobe. But if everything works out with Penny, Shaq don't leave if Penny can stay healthy.
Exactly.
That's true.
So how does Kobe's career end up being? I mean, and Kobe my dude, but Tim put this bug in my ear, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, that's something to ponder. Like, how does Kobe's career end up?
I didn't think about that.
Because I mean, everything Penny had, Kobe had. You feel me?
Yes. So what was his ending numbers? But like before he got injured, like what was he putting up?
They had him. Let me see. I'm gonna Google that. And also, Penny and Shaq was having beef too. They was having advertising beef.
But slightly different personalities, right? So this is the argument that I gave Jeremy. Penny and Kobe have very similar styles. I think you could argue that Penny was even a better defender right, than Kobe, right? And he was a scorer. He was a scorer. He was even a little bit taller, lankier than Kobe was. Had he not got injured, which is also the reason why Shaq ended up leaving, but had he not gotten injured, that would have definitely been an impact to Kobe's legacy, right? Without a Shaq, so without that Batman and Robin combo that you got in MJ and Pippen, what happens to Kobe? They try to get him another Robin, but that Robin would never have been as good as a Shaq, period.
So Hardaway's stats were he averaged 36.8 minutes. He averaged 21.7 points, 4.3 rebounds, 7.1 assists, kind of like what Top saying. He was a hell of a passer, and 2 steals. So this was what he averaged pretty much the last 2 seasons before he got injured. But still, even throughout his career, he was injured a lot too throughout his career. So I don't think he ever really had a full blown season with them where he was just like not missing some games. So
I looked at him like Grant Hill, like one of those guys that could distribute at times, shoot the ball some, but I don't know. I wouldn't put him on Kobe's level though.
I got a question. When was that era? 95, 96?
Yep, 95. It was 95, 96 is when he averaged the 21 points. The 94, 95 season, it was 20 points.
And is that when the penny 1 or 2s were dropped, right? The penny 1s, 96?
Penny 1s, yeah.
Okay, if you notice, the Jordan 11 and the penny 1 have carbon fiber in them for the same type of injury, knee injuries.
Yep.
I just thought of that. I was like, that's dope because they kind of had the both kind of injury, and Nike went ahead and I believe the foam positives were designed by Tinker too as well, right?
Yeah. Oh,
hold on.
I don't know.
Well, while you're looking that up, Tops, remember now, after MJ leaves, the mantle, had Penny not gotten hurt, really would have been Orlando's to take for at least a couple of years with that team right there.
True. Yeah, because they was, what was they, the second best team in the league that year?
Yep.
So I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, I could see that happening.
So can you guys educate me? What year did Penny get injured?
Right after the 96 season, 95, 96 season.
Okay.
And then he was out, dude. He was out. I think he missed that whole 97, 98, right? He missed that whole season.
Pretty much, yeah.
He wasn't the same. I mean, he wasn't the same after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, so did Shaq leave when he was out for that season?
No, I think he played.
Shaq left the following year.
Yeah, the following year. Went to the Lakers.
Okay.
Oh, no. It was technically a Tinker Hatfield shoe. So the penny 1, which is this shoe right here. Hold on, let me see if we can put up the foam posit or the little penny. The little penny, I guess they call it posit, was debut signature penny. Hardaway during the okay, he's giving me a lot of information. Trying to see who designed the shoe. I don't care about when I know about all that stuff.
Penny was the man back in the day, and they had a squad. If Penny stayed healthy, with Shaq going to LA, I agree. If Shaq stayed, Kobe might not have his chips. No, I'm not arguing the championships. Like, I totally agree. Like, I feel like Kobe wouldn't have got his rings. Maybe he wouldn't have got as many, but I feel like Kobe was still gonna be that dude. Like, because his work ethic, the way that he played, like no matter what, that drive was gonna be there. So eventually he would have got a ring, but of course he wouldn't have got all the ones that he had. But
all right, so I got some information. So the foam posit was originally designed for Scottie Pippen.
Really?
But they gave it a Penny Hardaway due to injury. And the designer was Eric Avar. A-V-A-R is the last name. So, yeah. Tinker had something to do with it because of the Air Max unit in the back. But the main person who designed the shoe but the freaking foam posit was designed for Scottie Pippen, bro. But they gave Scottie Pippen the up temples.
Man, I hate foams. Y'all, I hate foams.
They're heavy.
Don't have
It's
any.
a heavy, but it's the most durable sneaker ever, man. You can have that shoe.
I used to play. I actually used to play ball in them, and I liked them when I played ball in them. But dude, it's just like now to drop that bread to just wear them, dude. I hate them. I think they look hella tacky with pants or joggers or whatever you wear them with. Like I hate foams. I can't mess with them.
Did you know that shoe when it first dropped, it was at $200?
Yeah,
And it's never went up in price or down in price. It's always been the same price.
and they say it's because of the material on the shoe, and I'm just like, man, is it really that expensive to make this shoe, bro? Like 200? Man, I know some people got foam posit collections, and that's gotta be.
I thought phones were 230, 250 or something like that.
Yeah,
there's some at 200, and I believe when they took out the penny 2 with the swoosh, that one came out at 220.
Yeah, no. I mean, I ain't paying for them full price unless I really like the shoe. You ain't never gonna see me with it.
Yeah, I've got me a couple pair off of like eBay or Craigslist or something that somebody didn't want them. They actually spent too much money on them, then realized they couldn't afford them, so they just offload them. So I picked up a couple like that. So a panel question: what happens to Kobe's career if never traded draft night? Hornets roster was trash. Again, like I said, no matter what team Kobe went to, eventually it's just like any other team that a superstar goes to. If they perform, they get people around them. People want to play with them. I still believe Kobe wins the championship or two. So, just my thoughts.
Yeah, not that many as he won, and two also as well. He had Phil Jackson freaking on his, behind him, coaching him. I also thought that played a big factor too as well.
Yeah, I think I agree with what you said, Kicknology, man, with Kobe. Like, Kobe's gonna be Kobe regardless because he just had that drive. That's just who he is. I think a better version or a tweaked version of this question was what happens to the NBA if Kobe was never traded? Because like you said, they're gonna bring people over to help this Hornets team not lose their prized possession in Kobe.
Yeah.
See, I think Kobe would end up doing like LeBron did, like stay for so many years, but then not able to really win and then move out to go.
Took his talents to Miami.
Yeah, going to Chicago at one point when things were looking so well in LA. So it could have happened.
No, I agree. I mean, Kobe would have definitely got one or two championships. I mean, really, almost no matter what. But so I mean, whether that's him getting people to come to Charlotte or whether he ends up getting traded to another team that just had better help for him.
So, Greg, penny ones and foam posits may have been underrated icon shoe. The foams just don't break. Like, they just don't break into me, man. Like, I just can't.
Supposedly, you're supposed to mold to your foot, the foam posit.
That happens with y'all? Because, I mean, I wore them for a little while. They never. I mean, maybe I just got to wear them. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, because I'm looking, to me, the best penny shoe was the Zooms. In my opinion, was the Zooms and probably the penny 3s, which is these right here. You remember when Jordan got his shoe stolen from the locker room?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, and he actually wear the pennies.
Yeah, he had to wear the rookies.
No, I don't know anything about that story. You're gonna have to tell me what happened.
Yeah, so they stole Jordan's sneaker.
Which shoe was it?
From I'm not sure. That's a good Google question.
I just know about when someone stole his jersey.
Yeah, when someone stole his jersey, this 45 jersey, he wore it just a 45 plain. It didn't say Jordan in the back. But hold on, because I just pulled it up right here. I'm gonna send this over so you can screen share it so that people can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So where are you? Okay, so this is the shoe that Jordan played in, and there's pictures online for you to see it. All right, so I put it there. Just if you click on it, you'll be able to put it on the screen. All right, so you see that right there is the Penny Hardaway rookie sneaker history. Like, he was his rookie year. This is what he wore before they became the actual
Man,
Penny Hardaway sneaker.
Comment off the screen though, like this big.
Re-click on the comment. There you go.
Okay, let me take this banner out too. Trying to get to that 5K.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Do whatever you need to do.
All right,
so if you look here, and then if we go and we look and we put, come on, Google. All right.
You got that same internet Chuck got.
Hold on.
Hey, Wyatt, Allen,
Yo.
I'm still waiting on my my Royal Toe ones to come. I still don't have them.
Oh, they haven't came yet?
Man, bro.
You got like a tracking number yet?
No, man.
You're not getting them, bro. Sorry.
Bro.
You're not getting them anytime soon.
Hey, I see my money out my account.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, yeah, they're gonna take that, of course.
Yeah, so you see that he's rocking the penny ones there, and you see him here, Jordan wearing the Space Jams. You see him, Penny Hardaway rocking his shoes. Like, technically, that wasn't Penny Hardaway's shoe, but I guess they ended up giving it to him because I know several players rock those. I think like Jason Kidd and stuff like that rocked that shoe. Gary Payton, people like those used to rock those shoes, the rookies. But if you look at the history of the Jordan 11, and the reason why I know this is because Jordan 11 is my favorite silhouette. And I'm gonna exit out of there. So if you look at the Jordan Space Jam, when he first came back to the NBA wearing the 45, that's why the Space Jams got the 45 on the back. That was originally the first 11 design. They're like, here you go, this is your shoe. These are so the original name of the Space Jam is the Concorde.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, so the Tinker is like, yo, this is a shoe you're gonna wear. Bam, the NBA said no. It doesn't match your uniform, this, that, and the third. So that's where they came out with the Concorde, like the black and white, with the white upper, black pant leather. And that's where that shoe came about. And then they put the Space Jam away to the side and kept it in the vault. And then once the movie Space Jam came out, they're like, oh, this is a special time to bring out the sneaker, to show it out to the public. But that's why we got 45 on the back.
Speaking of Space Jam, what y'all think about 2? Is it gonna be called Space Jam 2 Part 2, or like what? They're gonna do added to it? Like I seen the cast, and I seen AD on there, like, and LeBron, and I think Kyrie. I didn't even know AD act. Like, I'm kind of
me neither.
I'm kind of seeing how they go. I'm intrigued to see how they're gonna spin out this. Are the Looney Tunes characters gonna be on there? Because a lot of these young cats don't even know who they are.
Exactly. I don't know, man.
Facts, Sotelo.
Simpsons or something.
They should have left it alone.
Yeah, Sotelo, they said that Penny Hardaway was shocked that Jordan wore his shoe. He's like his own shoe. He's like, oh, really? Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
To me, Penny Hardaway had the best sneaker commercial with the puppets.
Oh yeah, Little Penny.
Little Penny.
That's right.
So I don't know, man. To me, but back to the Space Jam thing, it's like Muggsy Bogues, Patrick Ewing, and Space Jam 1. They were horrible actors, Yeah,
Katie got a basketball movie.
Oh yeah, Want to Be Like Mike or something like that, or something of that nature.
I thought Bow Wow had Want to Be Like Mike.
Yeah, but there's like 5 different sequels of those. Want to Be Like Mike or something like that.
It was something that went straight to DVD.
Yeah.
Man, hey,
Redbox.
Hey, Blockbuster.
Right.
Man, speaking of that Hardaway part, man, back when I used to have a hairline, I used to do that myself. Man, it was like a butt crack, bro. It was terrible, bro. I tried though, man. Hey, I sure wanted to be Little Penny, boy.
Hold up, what? They did a Jordan 9 for Penny? A PE?
Yeah.
What's up, Biz? Like, hey, Tim, that's your people, right?
Yeah. What's up, Nicole?
Space Jam: A New Legacy. Oh, I guess that's the name of the movie.
That's the name.
Part 2, essentially.
Oh, that's dope. I just learned something here. Yeah, he rocked the Jordan 9. His pinky toe must have been hurting.
Yeah, man. I can't play no Jordan 9.
Nah, man. Yeah, I see them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Larry Johnson commercials with the grandmama.
Oh, yeah, those are the best, too.
Yeah, those were good.
Hey, you know who got some dope commercials? Kyrie. Kyrie got some dope commercials with the Uncle Drew and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Those were
the Uncle
tough.
Drew, yeah, the Uncle
Those were
Drew
tough.
was that. Yeah. Those are definitely dope. I watched the whole series. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
Even
he was like
the
3 or
movie
4
wasn't bad.
parts.
His movie wasn't bad either. Like his movie was actually pretty good.
I haven't watched the
Yeah, it
movie
was.
yet, but
Those Chris Paul commercials are even better, man.
Yeah.
with the
State
State
Farm.
Farm.
Now they got Carlton on there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Funny, man.
I'm glad to see Chris. I'm glad to see Chris Paul doing this thing in OKC though. Hey Chuck, Houston Rockets didn't treat him right, man.
Man,
They didn't. I'm glad he left there too.
Yeah, me too, man.
They say they're trying to get him up to New York
I heard about that.
For what?
to the Knicks. I don't know. Revamp that team.
The Knicks need to quit. They need to quit, bro.
The problem.
Hey, Wyatt, the Chris Paul will be good with the 76ers, man.
Chris Paul will be good with a lot of teams, to be honest with
He'll
you.
fit. He should have been with the Lakers. Shoot, a long time ago.
I
mean,
definitely wanted that to happen.
That should have happened with Kobe.
I think the team's got to be able to handle Chris Paul though. Like he's a big personality in the locker room. You know,
Facts.
he gets in there and he, points and he owns, the team. He feels that he's team captain.
That's little man syndrome.
I mean, yeah, that too. But like another big ego, another big ego there. They're gonna bump heads, man.
Only MJ shoe built for basketball uses are the 11s. I played in some 11 before. I ain't like that either.
Nah,
Man, the newer ones are definitely built for basketball.
Yeah. I feel like anything when you start to get up in the high numbers of J's, 24 something, but 11s, 3s, 4s, 7s, I feel like you can't play ball in those shoes, bro. Like,
I mean, I love my 9s. My 9s are my everyday shoes.
You can hoop in those? You like hooping in those?
I can hoop in them. I mean, just give me the ball.
Get out the way.
Pass me the rock.
But you got to think about it. Like those players, they played with tapes around their ankles and stuff like that, and so they're not rocking their true to size. So like if they're a size 13, they're wearing like a 14 and a half.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Especially
they're playing in those Chuck Taylors, man. How you do that?
Ooh,
for
man.
real?
I don't know how you do that, bro.
I don't know how people didn't end up with ankles broken all the damn time.
You see LeBron and Shaq feet, man. Can you imagine what Magic and Bird and them feet look like?
Man.
Or MJ after he said his feet was bleeding after that game and then
Yeah, they didn't show that.
I don't know how
And-
you played in ones, man. I could barely stand in ones for
Ones.
like, 5 hours, man.
Facts.
I can't hoop in them.
Yeah.
They too flat.
You look at what he said. He's like, man, my feet were bleeding by halftime, but I didn't take them off because I was having a good game.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
bruh,
what it is, man.
It's
That's
got to
what
be
it
the
is.
shoes.
Better put them
it's
13s
gotta
on.
be the shoes. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at these Michigan 4s.
Hey, Chuck, what you think about Harden's the worst, dusty and dry? Because you Rockets fan, man.
She talking about the commercials. Talking about the commercials.
Oh, I thought she was talking about like his game or something.
Yeah, his commercials are the worst. They are dusty and dry.
That boy be traveling, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Harden be traveling. That man be traveling.
Yeah, LeBron.
LeBron be traveling too, but James Harden the only one that try to make a move out of it. Like,
James Harden travels without his luggage. Like bad.
That man.
Like, that might be like.
What's funny to me though is like you'll see highlights of the NBA and everything like that. Like they'll catch a lot of people traveling in these highlights that they doing. Like,
bruh.
I've seen Giannis take the ball from basket to basket in 2 dribbles. Like, that's not possible.
Yeah. Hey, Shaq and the Fool just be getting hella footage. That's it, man. It's
exactly.
just like, dude.
Number 1, JaVale McGee.
But me and Tim, we play pickup ball together. But then people like I'll do a little step back and they want to call travel on me, and I'm like, bro, they do like 4-5 step backs. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA, you can't be calling it on me now. Like,
you be like, man, y'all taking this too serious.
Yeah. And want to show me what I did, and I'm like, bruh, let's Google this, man. Look what James Harden did. This man did like 6 steps, bro. Come on.
The problem is that you hit them with it too hard, so they got to find a way to stop it.
No hope for Knicks and Spike Lee couldn't. Jeremy, how did you feel about want to go after your boy Drexler? Man, dude, I didn't like Jordan because I was a Drexler fan. Just letting y'all know that. Like, I was a Drexler guy, so I respected and wanted to watch Jordan, but Drexler was my dude. So that part last night, I'm like, man, that explains a lot. Because I remember the game when Drexler couldn't do nothing and Jordan hit all those threes. So I'm like, dude, I'm like reliving this again. But I wanted Drexler to one up Jordan 1 or 2 times growing up, and it never, like, dude, when I say it never happened, it never happened. Like, Drexler could have that game, and it'd be like going to halftime, be like, man, Drexler balling, he's about to do it. And then Jordan would come out first 15 points. And Drexler just be looking there with his, ball head. And I'm like, dude, look, come on, bro.
The documentary made Drexler look so bad. And it was
he looked washed. He looked washed.
Dude, I'm like,
I always wondered what made Jordan do the shoulder shrug and found out he was doing it to Magic. Like, I was gonna have
I think he said something to him. He's like, bro, don't you ever miss? And he just that's what he had told him.
Man.
Can you imagine like watching this documentary for some of these players and they watching being portrayed as like a puppet to Jordan? Like, I bet the Drexler just sitting at home pissed. Like, man. Like, man.
To me, one of the best documentaries I've ever watched is the LeBron when he was in high school, when they were talking about the whole high school and everything that went on with him. But then Netflix released, I think after a while, released the Vince Carter. And they talked about him dunking over that 7-foot guy in overseas or whatever. Like the stuff that Vince Carter has accomplished and still playing to this day. You know what I'm saying? This man is literally 75 years old.
Still getting buckets. Hey, and every now and then he's rising. Like, dunking over people. Like, it's crazy.
For the record, Vince Carter is my favorite player ever. Like, not saying he's better than Mike, but Vince Carter is my favorite player.
No,
Wait, hold on. This is my first time being able to do this. Hold
on. You got those shots? What's up? Okay.
Vince Carter's my favorite player.
That was that sneaker back then.
Yo, did anybody buy those thinking that they could jump higher? I know. No,
I did. What sucks is that they put it on the heel.
Say it again.
They should have put those springs on the toe area.
On the toe? I mean, I guess.
What, on both sides?
I was like, maybe. Don't know how that would have worked, but
you know why they gave him the shock shoe is because he was dunking so much, crazy driving up into the basket. When he lands on his heel, so he needed that extra support. So the shock was basically designed for the running, or what do you call that, speed walking?
Yeah.
Like, the people that those people use their heels, so that's where the shock sneaker came about. Crap, I could even take you back because shocks back in the days were my go-to sneaker.
You just
Man.
a Jew Wikipedia, ain't
Yeah,
you?
hey, look at him, man. So,
Man,
Greg,
I love
Greg
OG
said,
sneakers.
AI, my favorite player. Love the disrespect crossed over, man. Yeah, AI was that dude, man. AI was that dude. I know Wyatt agree 100% with that one, boy. Yeah, AI. He's another one, man. I wish that could have just got more championships, but that means
Yo, he's so down to
Lakers
earth.
gonna win.
Like he literally just be like, I pull up on him so many times in Philly, and he just like. He's just a down to earth dude. He'll talk to anybody, have a full conversation, sign autographs, take pictures, like whatever you want to do. Like he's that chill.
AI was. Hey, remember this though. Hold on, Tim. Remember this. AI was the first person to wear like 3 or 4 do-rags undone with a fitted cap and baggy clothes, even before Nelly and the St. Lunatics did it. Like, he was the first person to do it. Like even at press conferences when they start making them wear suits, his suits was like hella big with the do-rag on. Like he kept it hood every time you see him.
So I love AI. I just gotta say this for Greg because I know this is gonna piss him off. AI was great, Greg, but he still ain't no MJ.
Oh, yeah, he ain't gonna like that.
He ain't gonna like that.
He ain't gonna like that.
Look, that right there is my the shock that I'm showing you right there on the screen share.
Hold on, let me see.
What is that?
Oh my God. That's a Walmart, bro.
Just trash.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, he had to get caught out of that.
He left the feed, bro. Hey, that was a mistake. Hey, that nigga he left out, bro. Here we go. Hold on, here we come back.
Tops, bro.
Did you guys able to see the shots?
I wish I did.
Oh my God.
Did you see
internet messed up or something?
Hey,
the internet was messed up.
They said there was some shucks. Not no shocks, there was some shucks.
Bro.
Man, that was the best shock ever to release, man.
Hold on. Hey, y'all, one more time.
Oh no,
bro! Look at those, man.
The shoe not done loading, bro.
What are those?
What is that?
That was that shoe, man.
What shoe?
That shock. That shoe right here.
God.
Oh, no. That was that shoe,
Take
bro.
that off the screen.
Bro.
Take that off the screen.
I gotta put this, man. Hold on, bro. I was about to put that on my IG timeline and ask what was that?
No.
I was gonna tag you in that one, boy.
Oh man,
them shoes look they're like half done, bro.
No, but
like
what saved the shock sneakers were the freaking Vince Carters, man. That's what saved that shoe. And then eventually, of course, Nike had to get away from it.
The shock
that street ball commercial was amazing.
Yeah.
Try to put it through my shirt, all that stuff.
Hey, Tops, they going in on your
Oh, I don't blame him.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh man. The AI pound for pound.
That's funny.
So impressive. Yeah, I mean AI stats were I mean AI stats was good though, for real. Like he did his thing against my Lakers for one game. One game.
One game. I feel you.
Is that AI? A lot of people like management and stuff like that was scared of him, and he wouldn't just listen. I think his career would have gone a lot better if he would have just listened and stuck to the program.
Practice.
Practice.
Talking about practice. We out here practice. That's classic, bro.
Yeah.
I tried to pull that with my dad one time. I was like, clean up.
Sure.
Yeah, like
that didn't go over too well.
Yeah, I knew that.
Boy, my butt still so from that one, boy. Leroy don't play. You know a daddy named Leroy, he don't play.
Yeah.
For real. Nah, so well, man.
What was before we go? I got one question for y'all guys in the panel. Yeah. What was y'all go-to sneakers as you guys growing up as as teenagers going to middle school, high school, what was your go-to sneaker? What was that sneaker that you guys, you're like, man, I wish I had them, or these are the shoes I'm gonna be putting on every day?
Man, I'm gonna say a sneaker that I don't know if all y'all know where they are. British Knights.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Never wore them though.
BKs, yeah.
Okay.
You talking about the blue light specials from Walmart?
Yeah. Boy, hey man, I wanted them bad, bro. Got me a pair of those. Then upgraded up to the shell toe Adidas because of Run DMC. I'm dating myself right now, but it's all good. And then after that, man, the shoe that I really wanted was the cherry red 13s. I finally got them.
They're right behind you, yeah.
Yep, finally got them. This was the shoe I really wanted. As a matter of fact, Chuck, I don't know if you remember this. During a basketball tryout, I had them in the locker room trying out. Came back, somebody stole them. Day 2 of me having them, man.
No way.
Like, yeah, man. So that was
Karl Malone shoe.
Yeah,
someone said that. Karl Malone shoe. What was that?
The glove. I don't know.
Those.
Yeah, mine was the Air Max, man. Air Max, Concord.
Karl Malone had a shoe?
Yeah,
definitely high tops.
I believe there were.
He had a.
I think there were. It was like a. No, I think it was like a hybrid with the Alonzo Mourning, and it was a Nike Air Zoom. I think it was.
Surprised it wasn't a cowboy boot, because that's what that man rocked all the time, was cowboy boots. The glove, hey,
yeah, the gloves are a legend of a shoe. I love that shoe.
Yeah, Gary
Payton's.
What shoes did y'all have laid at the foot of the bed night before first day of school? I mean, like I said, any type of them 13s was what I really wanted. What about you, Wyatt?
Was fresh.
Yeah.
Man, my foot hasn't changed size since like middle school, so I honestly have pairs of shoes from middle school still. Like I've been collecting shoes. Like I've been doing this for a long time. As far even when I was a kid, like all my work money went to all my shoes, and obviously I was living with my parents when I was young. So like I don't know. A lot of Jordans. I got into like Air Force Ones when they were really popular, like the different colorways, and obviously Air Maxes. Like, but mostly Jordans was always my go-to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before we move to Allen, Karl Malone was what, Apex, and then LA Gears.
Apex a workout brand, ain't it? Like a Walmart workout brand, ain't it?
Oh my God, this shoe looks like you could go in the mud.
Hey, does it look worse than the one you just put up?
Top,
no.
Yeah. I don't even trust you at this point.
Share it, Tops.
I ain't ready, man.
I want to see it, man. Share it.
He wasn't ready.
No. Alan, what about you, man? What was your shoe?
Man, so I didn't really have like the opportunity to do what I wanted to with shoes, way back then. My parents, they just either we couldn't afford it or they just wasn't spending that type of money on the shoes. So I remember in high school actually getting like, I think I had like the high top Filas with the strap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I had a couple of
Wyatt got up, so he probably is going to get the hot top feelers with the strap. This man got everything. Told you.
Right.
I got you. He's just old.
Yeah. That's it right there. Man. So I had a couple pair of those because those used to go on sale. You used to be able to get 2 for whatever. And my dad was like, "Oh yeah, that's it."
2 for $89 with the Reebok Classics too as well.
Exactly.
These joints is dusty.
Yeah.
What's the year on these joints?
What else is there? I don't know if y'all remember. See, this how cheap my parents were. Y'all remember the Stephon Marbury's, the Starburys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, my dad.
You don't make me Google that.
I told my dad, I was like, "Dad, I want some shoes." He was like, "You want shoes? I got." They was $15 a pair. So my dad went and bought 6 pair. He was like, "Here's shoes." I'm like, "Bro, this shit ain't it, man."
Hey, you remember when Stephon was going at Jordan because he was like, "Oh, he's charging too much money, whatever." The Marburys are affordable and stuff like that.
Yeah,
dude, you can't ball in them more than 2 or 3 times, like,
bro.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Same thing when Shaq signed over to Spalding's. It was like a 1-year contract.
Yo,
Oh my
those
God.
shocks are still worse
Be
than them,
careful, man. That shoe had
That
shoe
is
had
worse
the
than them
mailman,
shocks.
and it had patent
Hey,
leather.
but real talk though, they kind of look like the Crazy Eights though.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, they got it from
Hold
this
on,
shoe.
don't let me
Look.
get up again. Don't let me get up again.
So the guy who designed the up tempo, according to what I was looking at before I click on this, the guy who designed the up tempo designed this Apex shoe.
He fell asleep on that Apex. He just said, and then they just woke up, and he was like, all right, this is good enough. Man,
he procrastinated that project.
So it looks like Karl Malone had a few contracts: LA Gear, Apex, and Converse.
Hold on, let me see what this wide. Hold on.
Oh, we took him up.
Hold on. How the hell do I make this single?
I used to ball on these joints. If you can't tell.
Hey,
What the heck?
You got to click on the right hand corner, on the left hand corner top of his thing, in the top left corner of his. That's how you make them big to the screen.
Man, not today. Not not for the technically challenged. Not today.
Come on, Country Wayne, make it big.
Hey man, hey dude, hey.
Not during the pandemic.
Hey, ever since you said that, bro, like my DM, everybody's DMing me. Oh man, you do look like him. You do look like him. This one dude hit me up. He was like, "Hey man, if they make a documentary, I'm gonna submit your name, man. Like you gotta play him, man." I'm like, "Come on, bro."
Wait, is that the guy that did the movie Game Night?
I don't know.
Nah, it's the dude that be doing all of the IG stuff, like
social media.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. But have you ever seen the guy that made the movie Game Night?
Mm-mm.
Damn, what's his name, man?
Man, better not be another
Jeremy and Country Wayne twins.
Yeah, he's the only black guy in the movie.
Typical.
Typical. Yeah, he's the one that man, he had the what does he say, man? He says because he thinks there's one part of the movie that he thinks his wife is cheating on him with some rich guy, and
I know about he was in 40-Year-Old Virgin too. That's what you talking about?
Yes, yeah. He was in there too. Hold on, but I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Man,
I'm looking it up.
Nah, Jeremy, I think Country Wayne is like a part of you. You probably were triplets, and he just got shipped off somewhere.
Yeah.
It was Jeremy, Jeffrey, and Wayne.
Yeah, man. Whatever.
You think he looked like Lamorne Morrison? This dude?
Man, nah, that ain't him.
Yeah, that's him.
Hey, hold on.
Just looking like, bro. Come on, man. Look.
Hey, I can't do this with y'all, man. Because hey, now that Alan has showed the picture, somebody gonna hit me up on IG and be like, "Hey, man, you do
look
like
next time you do your J's and Word, wear this jacket right here."
It's too hot in Florida for that, bro.
He looked like he got a message, bro.
Look, it's Jeremy. Look at Jeremy.
Yeah,
that dude's hilarious though.
Man,
man.
Y'all better be glad I can't figure out how to get this stuff in big screen good, because I don't want to see this stuff, man.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But there's a part that I used to put it on my videos when I was doing regular vlogs. It's like
nah. I wish I had their money though.
Facts,
man.
I would love that.
You could fool them, bro. You just
nah. I can't fool them. I'll pull up in my Kia. They be like, man, nah, that ain't it. Hey, it's the official car in the NBA though. So
right, exactly.
20-inch rims on there, huh?
22s, baby.
Ain't Wayne from Arkansas?
No.
Okay.
Nah, is he from Arkansas?
He's from somewhere in the country.
Man, Atlanta, man. Ain't nobody from Arkansas but me. That's it, man. What you looking for, man?
I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that scene. No, don't put it up. You get hit with copyright.
Man.
I'm looking it up. Hold on. This is freaking hilarious. Oh, he goes, nah, I don't believe him. Don't believe him.
Hey, Alan, man. What
Sir.
I'm looking at the ones back there you got, man. I'm kind of close. I'm trying to see. I ain't
Which ones?
which are those the Rookie of the Year ones?
These right here? Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, man.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, man. That one. Oh,
Yep.
that's nice, man.
You don't have these?
Yeah, man. I just like looking at yours too.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, I know you got them.
I just like looking at yours too, man.
Yeah, man. No, I got what? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a decent amount. You got way more than me. You got mids in your collection too?
Nah, man. You know what? I heard you said that those Mason chateaus or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, on Christmas Day, I had those in my cart. But I had locked my debit card and forgot I locked it, and I missed out on them.
Oh man.
So,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
these are my favorite, bro. These
Yeah,
are
man.
my favorite to drop from there, man. My brother calls them the Air Woodies. They remind him of Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a friend in me. I got a friend in me.
Who is
Hey,
Tim? Tim don't
I
like
found
them.
the
Tim's not into shoes.
No. I'm just not a collector with a wall of them behind me like you guys. I kind of.
I'm gonna take this picture. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. But I do it from a different angle. You can put it as your backdrop, and everybody gonna be like, "Man,
Yeah, let's do that."
hey, Wyatt, I've been meaning to ask you: are all those 350s V2s behind you the Yeezy boxes, or are those like
all 350s?
all 350s? You got the Belugas, the original ones?
No.
Man,
I don't believe it.
I want them.
Those are the best Yeezys to me. The Belugas 2.0s and the first ones, to me, those were the best. The Oreos, I wish they can re-retro the first 350s.
The turtle doves and stuff like
The
that.
turtle doves, the triple blacks or private blacks or whatever. If they could re-release those, that would be nice and actually make it a GR, because that's the most hype 350 ever made. I
heard they weren't as comfortable as the newer style ones.
No, to me the 380s are way more comfortable than the 350s.
Man, I don't know if y'all seen my video, but the shoes that I regret selling, I had 2 pair of the turtle doves, right? And this is when they first dropped. Nobody knew the sizing really of the shoe. So I got a size, I think 11.5, which I need a 12 in the Yeezys, but they were way too small. But I ended up selling both of them. I sold one pair for I think like $375, the other one for $400. Dude, like now I'm looking at that resale and I'm like, dang, bro, like, man, somebody got a deal. Whoever got those shoes for me got a deal, because now them shoes going for stacks.
So when the turtle doves first dropped, I remember I was in Disney, right? And I remember I was rocking a pair of it was these joints right here.
Man, this man remember what he was wearing?
I'm telling you, man.
Dang, man.
And I was wearing these.
I was rocking the bread joints, the futures or whatever, the bread joints of these, and it had broken. I had just bought them.
You must really like 11s, bro.
Yeah, I love 11s. I love 11s. And I like these because they had that infrared colorway to it and stuff like that. So I thought it was dope. And it was in the outlet for $80. So I was like, hey.
All the futures hit the outlets pretty much.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw these on right now. So long story short, I went to is it Florida Mall in Orlando?
Yeah.
Florida Mall, and they had just dropped. People were picking them up. And I was with my wife, and I was like, yo, like, there's a bunch of people here. Let me see what's going on. So I'm like, yo, what are these? At that time, I wasn't really into it because I was trying to get my stuff straight with the whole AC stuff, spending money on getting myself certified and stuff like that. So I wasn't really copying shoes like how I am in the past 3 years. So some kid pulls up. He's like, oh, these are the Yeezy Turtle Doves 350s. And I was like, oh, can I see them? And I look at them. I'm like, how much are these retail? Oh, $200. I was like, what?
Yeah.
$200 for this? Get the hell out, bro. They're comfortable, this and that and the third. And then homie pulls up StockX, and I'm like, yo, these things are going for $700.
Dude, why did I not know that, bro? Man,
I was like, hold up. I was trying to get myself a pair to flip it. I was like, hey, whatever size you have available. But literally, there was like 200 people waiting at the House of Hoops there. Because I believe it was only the House of Hoops that had them in the Florida Mall.
Yep. Yeah, because I picked mine up. Man, I picked mine up from there. So you probably was there when I was there.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I was like,
you didn't ask me because I would have sold you mine for $400.
I was like, crazy, man. I was like, my wife is like, yo, you can flip these? I don't know. Some guy showed me an app called StockX. I don't even know what the hell it was.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that then, man.
Because in 2015, GOAT had just came around, and I knew about GOAT. And GOAT was selling used sneakers, so I was going in there to buy mainly more of going back to go get like 2012 pairs and stuff like that used. So I was like, okay, that's pretty dope. But then I was looking at StockX, and I noticed that StockX was way more cheaper. And then as time goes around, I started seeing videos on YouTube of people getting fake shoes from StockX. So I was like, oh, hell no.
Stay away from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I bought my Space Jams from there because I missed on 2016. I had my first hernia surgery when that shoe first dropped.
What shoe was you wearing? Because I'm pretty sure you know it.
Well, when my hernias, I was actually I was wearing the LeBron flip-flops.
They right here,
man. Just this the Rain Man of shoes. Just tell this nigga a date, and he gonna be like, "Oh, I was wearing such and such. I have some slides." Man,
yeah, that's the shoe.
These mean a lot to me right here.
You got injured in those, like those right there?
No. I went to the hospital to get my hernia surgery.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anybody else knows exactly the shoe they was wearing on a day. Like,
I do, because at that time I didn't have the amount of sneakers that I have now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot easier. Like, I could tell you what I was wearing to my nephew's graduation, and I got back in those days.
Yeah.
Crap. At that time he graduated, and I had bought like 4 pairs of the Jordan 11 lows, the Barons. Is it the Barons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had gift him a pair, bought myself a pair, and I bought one for the flip, but that was a big flop because the shoe didn't sell for whatever. I thought that shoe was gonna sell because it was an 11. You know what I mean?
Well, from 94 to about 2001, I could tell you what I was wearing because I wore the same shoe every day. So it didn't matter. You ask me anytime. It was the Air Force One. Ask me anytime between there. That was
black on black.
Hey, it was the Air Force One. I wore it to I dogged that thing. That was my go-to shoe. That was it, man. I was buying rims and cars and stuff like that then when it went off into the sneaker game like I am.
Yeah, I don't blame you on the whole rim thing because, like my last year in high school, I had an expedition, 98 expedition. I had put airbag suspension with 20-inch wheels, and I was. Yeah, it's a Miami thing.
Yeah, Chuck, what you fix your broadband? What was you doing?
No, I'd help the wife.
Okay, I got you. Well, man, we about to get off here anyway. Hey, guys, I appreciate you guys chopping it up with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody. Let's do this again one day next week or this week or whatever. Y'all got my info, man. Just let me know. I ain't got nothing else but time. So,
definitely.
All right, fellas. Hey, y'all have a good night. Hey, Tops, appreciate you tuning in. Wyatt.
Yes,
sir.
Hey,
no problem, man. Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one.
All right,
bro.
Later, everybody.
See y'all.
Peace.